Okay. No. Where is my video? Hello, everybody. I am hoping that I'm live. I've got myself up on my two screens to make sure. Okay, and here we are. Alrighty, I will just give everybody a minute or two to come on. Hey, Bev, I'm glad you're in. We're live. You can hear me. Awesome. Thank you so much for that feedback. This is a new thing for me. I'm coming through Zoom today, and hopefully everything will work. I've had a few tech issues. So say hi if you're joining us live. Tell us where you're coming in from, and we will get started shortly. Hey, Ashani, so good to have you here as well. Thank you for coming. I'm very excited to share today how we can all use our assets online to be more magnetic so that all of your efforts are really paying dividends for you. So we can just, let's give a couple of minutes for some others to come on. I know the beginnings can always be a bit of a drag, but I'm so pleased to have you guys here with me. And we'll get going very soon. Okay. All right. Well, in the interest of those of you that are with us, I may get going. I know that there were a few others who were going to join us live, and I've got some others whose profiles we're going to be going through. So why don't I get started, because I appreciate the time of those who have come. And yeah, so firstly, hi and welcome. Thank you for being here with me today. For those that are new to my world, whoops. Have I dropped off the live, ladies? Okay, I am going to continue. I'm hoping that I'm still here. Thank you, Bev. I don't know what happened. Okay, let me get going. So welcome. It's Lily Rudolph from Align Marketing. For those that don't know me yet, I am a niche and personal brand coach for female entrepreneurs in the early phases of their business. And I help my clients to clarify and articulate who they are, what they do, and for whom, in a way that magnetizes your dream clients and allows you to be yourself. My superpowers are helping my clients to find their voice, own their magic, and love marketing their business their way. So thank you so much for being with me here today. And I'm sure that you'll all agree social media has become somewhere where pretty much everybody is online today, where we come to connect with each other personally and professionally. So, I would love to know, for those of you that are here, do you like to show up, do you prefer to show up on a personal or a business pages? Alrighty. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm hoping that I'm still on live. Sorry, you ladies and gentlemen, ladies, I should say. Things have been a thing. Oh, there you go, Bev. Thank you for that. She shows up most in her group, but the profile and the other page is the same. So I'm going to go through and assume that everything is working well. Bev, can I ask if I've dropped off, send me a little DM, and then we can go from there. So I will get back into it. There is no denying that Facebook online is really an important part of our lives nowadays, for us to connect with others, and a really good tool for us to build our networks and attract our dream clients. Now, it can be super fun and effective, and it can also be super draining for some. I personally have a love-hate relationship with Facebook. I don't know if any of you can relate to that as well, but it really is a beautiful space to meet other aligned women, and I am really appreciative of that. Now, your pages and your profiles really can be a way that helps you to magnetize your dream clients. It is an asset for your business, and either will bring more people into your world, or it can act as a dead end for those that are looking to find out more about you. So we're all going online, we're making connections, and it's really important to use your time well, to make sure that all that time and effort that you're putting in is maximized. And I'm sure, we're often going, maybe you've had a chat online with somebody in your Facebook group, or you've seen somebody's comments, and you get curious and you want to know a little bit more about them. So naturally, you're going to click on their profiles. Now, you either get pulled into their world because you see that they do something that you're interested in. And if there isn't much detail on there, or if it's just about, the foods that they eat and random stuff, very often you kind of move away, and, that's kind of that. And I imagine, you can all relate. If we bring this back to you, I know that the women in my group are gorgeous women, really good at what you do. So let's have that profile do some of that heavy lifting for you, so that you can bring more people in without having to do any extra work. In today's session, I'm going to cover some basics of what you should and can include to ensure that you connect with your audience and that they are compelled to learn more about what you do. So before we get into the nitty-gritty, I just wanted to say that I'm very excited to have put together a special offer for you, which I'm calling Magnetic Presence. And this is for anyone on the call or on the replay who would really like some personalized support to ensure that you put this into practice, that your profiles and your pages are really working for you to attract your dream clients 24/7. It's juicy and it's jam-packed, but I will share more details on that for you at the end of the workshop. So let's get into it. Now, before we start talking about the profiles, something new that's been happening with Facebook is they actually have started. Oh, hi, Deb. Deb's just joining us. Deb, we're just talking about the Facebook profiles. There now seems to be an option that's just been rolled out in the US to create the personal profiles to make them into a professional profile. So some people who don't like to sell on their page or even talk about their business on this page, this may be something for you in the future. It is now just seems to be rolled out in the US, and my feelings on it from what I've seen is they're trying to monetize your presence on Facebook. So it'll be something similar to YouTube. If that's kind of your gig, it is the other benefits that I can see to moving to that profile is that you will get your insights. So you'll be able to see what posts have been how they're tracking. I don't think you certainly can't do advertising from there, so you would still need your business page for that. I'm not sure whether you can use, I don't think you can use the meta feature where you can post things in advance as well. So for me, I think it's for those that don't like to talk about their business at the moment, but would feel more comfortable to talk about it so that they don't get not on, then you can go through and change it. And for others that are more comfortable, you know, you can stay using your business page and just, you know, I think it's like everything else. Let's like watch and learn from others before we change things, because I know I've changed some things on Facebook and then you can't get back. So Deb says some as the business suite. So it's similar to the business suite, I think, from what I can tell, but you can't get everything there. So if you wanted to scale at a later stage and do some advertising, I don't think you'd be able to use it for those purposes. It just gives you a few more metrics, I suppose, and it gives some people the safety of feeling more comfortable with selling on your personal profile. So it just depends how you like to show up and the different kind of things that you want to use. Because, yeah, you know, as you know, I'm all about making your marketing aligned with your own values and how you'd like to do it. So arguably, you'd still have a business page because people look to that differently. You can use that differently. People can put reviews on your business page, which they can't do, I don't think, on the profile. So there's a few things to sit and look out for. Either way, anyway, whatever you're going to be using to grow your business online, the Facebook page, the professional Facebook profile, or your business page, there are a few essential assets that you can utilize and some things that you can really think about uniformly. So I'd like to go through those first to just highlight them to you, and after that I will go through those profiles and pages that people have already sent me, so that we can look through that and you can see it all in action. So let's first talk about first thing you see when you go on anyone's page, or I'm just going to say page or profile a little bit interchangeably for these, so do excuse that. And as I review them, obviously it'll be more specific. But basically, you've got this gorgeous banner. The banner is that section at the top of the page. You can go in there and you can really use that to showcase yourself, your personality, and your business. So somebody can click on, they can see who you are, they can learn immediately what you do. You can use that to share your latest event, a group, or really anywhere, anything you would really like to highlight to your audience. And this can be changed. So you might, you know, especially if you're doing a launch of something, you could change it to that. On the banner, when you click, if somebody clicks on the banner, then a little section comes up on the side where you can write more text. So that's when you can talk a little bit more about it. If you're doing something, put in a link, any of those sorts of things. The other thing to really take note of is your profile picture. So no pictures of your dogs, no pictures of just anything random. This is a beautiful way for you to be able to really connect with your people, right? So always have a nice large photo, a more of a profile kind of picture. It doesn't have to be formal, but it needs to be where you're looking directly at the camera, because that's how we connect with each other. So no sunglasses, a bigger picture, a lovely smile, something that really is inviting, and people go, oh, I would love to, you know, look into that for you. So it just really can help you to build trust and connection on that. And then again, whether you're talking about your business on your page or not, the bio section is really gold and should showcase what you do, who you do it for. So you've got that little text that you can say those in. You can put in links to your website, your lead magnets, connecting with you, you know, just that's a really subtle approach for people who are liking what they see to know and to immediately be able to go and learn more about you. So also, you know, a good about section should be succinct. I mean, we don't have many words there, so it's got to be succinct and punchy. And a little tip is, apparently if you fill that in on the phone, you can get more text in there. So Deb, thank you. I think you're helping people find the live. So that's amazing. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, now let's talk a little bit about the feed. In your feed, this is how people get to learn what you're about. They get to know you as a person. If you're talking about your business, then you can share things there. A subtle way to talk about your business without talking about your business is to just share some things that you're doing in the background. Talk about how you felt when you did maybe a talk. Tell people how excited you are about a live you're going to do, for example. And you can just really talk about your work, because it is part of who you are and what you do. It does not have to be salesy, though you can share in a more direct way what you're doing, have some call to actions. Facebook doesn't love links, but you really can get around that. Facebook doesn't like you taking people off the platform as well. So just a few things to be mindful of. And welcome, Sandra. I'm glad you found your space in. And also to just have a think about some of the things you're going to put up. So as I say to my kids, don't put up anything you don't want your parents to see. Don't put anything you don't want your spiritual leader to see. Don't put anything up you wouldn't want a future, well, for them, I say, you know, future employer to see. So no boozy nights, just real things that can be personal, but should just make sure that it stays within the personal brand that you are building. Also, something to work out, to just look out for is, I have seen it happen reasonably often that other people are putting things onto your feed. So just make sure that you've gone into the settings and you have not allowed that to happen. So there is something in the settings where you can block other people from putting things in your feed. Also, if they're tagging you, you can get notification of that and approve or disapprove. So that's another way that you can really take control of your assets in terms of your own personal or business feed. I think it's more relevant to personal, that one. Then finally, not finally, but again, also think about consistency. So when you're looking at your business page and you're looking at your personal profile and you're looking at your other assets, make sure that they all say the same thing. So often I go online, particularly with new clients or people putting their hand up wanting to have a chat, and I go in and I want to learn about them, right? This is how we learn about each other. And I'll go to each of their assets and they tell me that that person does something different. So that is just going to confuse your audience. And that's just going to lead to them moving away, because confusion always leads to a no. And on the other side, repetition continues to build your brand. If I go everywhere and you keep saying you're doing the same thing, then people start to remember you for that. And that is ultimately what we want. Big sip of water. Now, another thing that a lot of people are not actually aware of is, thanks, Elle, is you can actually create your own profile within the groups that you are playing in. And this is so important because we want to make it easy for our people to find us. So within the group, you can create a profile where you can put a banner up, you can do all of these things that I've mentioned, so that at one click of a button, people can really learn about who you are whilst you're in those groups making those connections. And then if they're really curious and want to know more, they can go onto your profile as well. But, you know, in the interest of making it easy, make sure that all the groups you're in, particularly the ones that you're most active in, have a personal profile there for you, again, just to make it easier for people to connect. So that is a bit of an overview. I would love to hear from you if you've already found things that started the cogwheels going on how you can create more of a magnetic presence, or if there's anything that you want to already put on your to-do list. So I would love to hear if you can share that in the comments. That will be nice. Repetition works, absolutely, Bev. Anyone else want to share anything? If you are watching the replay, please share #replay. For those that are live, anyone else? Yes, you could. Yes. So Jodie's asking, you can create a personal profile in a group that is separate to your own profile. Yes, you can. So in the group, it's literally if you're having a chat and somebody clicks in the group on your name, it will go into the group profile. So whatever you've put up in that group, it literally will show you right away. You can have your own banner in that group. You can have your own about section in that group. And then if I wanted to go more, there's somewhere where you can say, like, click here for more, for the main profile. So Jodie, I hope that answers your question. If not, maybe we can look at it later. Bev says she's going to check all the places to make sure she's saying the same thing. Yeah, super important. So, Jodie, well, there's your big takeaway for today. I'd like to see you action that. It is really worth the time to just go in and do it again for every single group that you are most active in. Yeah, Bev, have a look at that profile in a group is really amazing, because it's a one-click wonder. You know, we want to make it easy. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to start off with is some of the personal reviews, and then we can talk a little bit more about the business pages and some of the things. Actually, you know what, I'm just going to do it now, and then we'll do the separate reviews. So when we're thinking about our business pages, we're following pretty much the same advice. However, of course, there'll be more opportunities. Sorry, I've lost you on my other computer. There'll be more opportunities for selling, obviously, more opportunities for showcasing what you do, for getting client reviews, for advertising when you're ready to scale. So you think of your business page as your shop front, where somebody's coming to really learn more about what you do, how you work. It's a way that you can showcase your expertise and continue to build the know, like, and trust factor. Now, you certainly can put some personal stuff in there as well, because remember, you're building a brand. People want to know who you are and what you do. So Hoshani says, I have to talk more about what I do in my business on my personal page. Yes, exactly, Hoshani. It doesn't have to be salesy. It's about sharing experiences, just letting people know that this is something that you do. You can do that in a beautiful and soft way. So also, when you go on your business page, you can curate this in a more intentional way. So you can highlight oh, I forgot the word, but you can basically highlight things at the top of the page. You can almost like pin it. And it's great so that people who land on your page, you can be sure that they see the things that you want them to see straight up front. So some of the things that would be great to highlight straight away, maybe you've got an about section, so straight away they can learn, get to know you a little bit more, how you work, your values, those sorts of things. You could share posts about the different ways of working with you. And it's also good to share a post that really showcases your expertise. So straight away they can get a sense of all of that if they don't, choose to scroll. You could also put the lead magnet in there, but we can talk a little bit more about that. The other thing you want to make sure on your business page is that your name is there, your personal name, not just your business name. Again, we're service providers, so we want to connect with the individual behind the brand, not just the brand. And also, having something in there that is searchable is also quite important. So when people are going on Facebook, maybe they're looking for marketing. Mine has Align Marketing. So when you search that up, hopefully they'll find me, that I'll come up. You can also, again, as before, just even more importantly, on your business pages, you can change that banner up. So you can offer the lead magnets you're doing. If you've got a particular program that you're in launch for, you put that up. If you've got any, really anything that you're doing currently in your business that you want to highlight, you can change your banner. And you could also just have it to, talking about what you do, or I've got mine set to my Facebook page, because that's part of my strategy, is to bring more beautiful people into my world in this group, because that's how I love to work with you all. And then again, you can change up the content on the bottom of that. As far as content goes on your business pages, make sure that you've always got a call to action on that, how people can learn from you, how they can work with you. And it doesn't always have to be a sales call to action. It can also be asking questions, just getting a little bit of an interaction. All of those are quite important to do. And then, I had one final thing that just came and went. In terms of your business page, call to action. Oh, sorry, I've gone blank. Reviews. So it is, you can click on to read somebody's reviews, and it would be really good if you can get people to come in to do some of their reviews on your page. If you encourage your clients to put something up, because it's just wonderful social proof that builds others' trust and the know, like, and trust factor with you. So just something to think about if you're not already utilizing that feature. It's lovely for others to be able to come and read a little bit more about you, and it's obviously not something that you've put up, so it's a true and real thing. Okay, so any lessons learned for your business pages? Anything that you feel, whoops, maybe it's time to do? Or not whoops, maybe it's, something that you can really just build your presence with? Anyone? No? Okay, so without further ado, I am going to hopefully share my screen with you now, which I had a little bit of trouble with before, but here we go. Share my screen. I have everybody ready to go. Share. Oh no. Okay. Can you please confirm with me that you can see my screen? Can we see Bev Wixon on the screen? Yay! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot tell you the tech issues I've been having, so this is so super exciting. Bev, I know you're with me. You're first up. Thank you for being here. So I'm going to go through Bev's personal profile. We've got a couple of personal profiles first, and a few business profiles. So Bev, coming into this with the view of you wanting to have more of a presence with your business. You have started doing it. So that's great. You could utilize the banner over here. I know you've got a Facebook group, so that might be something you wanted to do. Now remembering, guys, I'm coming on this literally, it's going to be quick overviews because people are only going to give you 2 minutes to have a look at what they do and make sure that they know who you are before they leave. So this is the profile page component, Bev, and I would really love to see a closer shot of you looking at the camera, smiling, so we can really get a good feel of who you are. So here's your name, the about section over here. I would say that you can make that a lot more powerful. So in terms of the link to your Facebook group, you could either put that on your banner or you could put it down here. In fact, this is a link to your banner. You could also put a picture over here with a link to your banner and highlighting it that way. And then, use this section to really share a little bit more about who you are, what you do, and for whom. So you say you're empowering women to shift their money thoughts, which is great, but it doesn't really hook people into, well, why do we need to change their money thoughts? So you could talk a lot more about how you help them to bring their abundance in and stop their sabotage, any of those kind of things, something that they can really get more of a sense of how you help and what you help with. And it may be all women, or maybe there's a particular kind of woman that you're looking to attract, and you can just mention it in there. So I would say you could make this intro a little bit more punchy. Over here as well, you could, you can change these things. So you've got a link here to your business page. But here, a small business owner, you can say you're a money coach. You could talk a little bit more about it over here. So utilize these sorts of things. I don't know if you can disable this link to the training, but we don't really want people to go there, but arguably they wouldn't go on it either. So, here you've got your videos. Oh, I'm not sure if that link is working, but, tell people what's in the videos, what's in it for them, why should they come and actually watch them? Because just knowing that you've done videos, we really need to sell people on coming into our world, even for the free stuff on all of that sort of thing. And then let's click your about section. Arguably, you can put a bit more into that. I think that you have an opportunity to put a whole paragraph in here. So if somebody did want to find out a bit more in there, they might go in and read a bit more. Some people do, some people don't, but it's great to have it there. So looking at your feed. Yeah. So there's a lot on the teachers thing. Great how you're using some stories. It's beautiful as well. And it could also be just in terms of, there is a lot of repetition, but also in terms of here, I'm excited to be a part of this event. Tell people why they, I don't know if this is going beyond, but, tell them what your expertise is that you're bringing to the event, so they can really learn what you bring and why it's such a wonderful event and what people will learn. So, yeah, Bev, I hope that gives you something to start with. Is there anything else? Yeah, you can type more things in. I know that the tech side of things, sometimes it can be a bit confusing, and I put my hand up there. Anyone who's been in my world for a little while knows that I struggle with these things as well, but you definitely can change the wording of those sorts of things and add a little bit more. So I hope that you found that useful. Feel free to add what you are wanting to put your hand up for a bit of accountability to fix. And as I said, if you want to go into more detail, I will be sharing a little offer that I've put together to really help people maximize the feedback and their assets. And now for the turned off this notification, the beautiful Emma Mason. So I really laughed at this one. Emma has asked me a question I put out before if anyone had any specific questions. And thank you, Bev. Bev said she learned a lot. So Emma sent in a question. She wanted to know, how can she re-engage on her personal profile if she hasn't really been on there for a little while? So I have done a training on re-engagement in the group. If anyone is interested in that, let me know and I'll send you a link to that. But obviously I came straight on to Emma's profile, and the first thing I was hit with was, this is my personal page. If you want my business stuff, move right along. So obviously people aren't going to be coming up for that. So Bev, yes, the banner is pretty, but arguably, if she wants to start talking more about her business on her page, people are going to be moving straight through it, right? Because she's told them to go somewhere else. So anyone new to her world might immediately move to another spot. And sometimes, I mean, Emma has said it very nicely, but sometimes people are a little bit more aggressive with go to their business page. Now, again, everybody is more or less comfortable, wants to use their profiles for different ways, but this will obviously be a dead end for anyone who's coming into your world who may not know you personally, but would like to. So I caution against having something so boldly push people to another space. But again, that depends. If you really only want it for your true offline friends, then this is the way to do it. And, you know, whereas the picture here is a lovely picture. It talks about, this is actually Emma in a different business. So she's now growing her coaching business, and she has several other businesses that we'll look through now. It is a beautiful example of a profile image where she's smiling, she's warm, and she's looking at the camera. Arguably, she could make that a little bit bigger, but it's really nice. So here again, founder of Done by Design, helping leaders build the confidence to live and lead from the heart. So she's getting there also in terms of saying what she wants to do. Emma, I think I'm not sure that you're live, but you could really take out founder, and you're a coach helping people. You could get a little bit more punchy there. And just as I was mentioning for Bear, works at Emma Mason Done by Design, you can change that so you can say that you're a coach. You can talk more about what you do. There's not much space, but you definitely can. And I would also, if possible, put some of the links to your, because you're looking to focus on building your coaching business, then I would take out some of these other links because it just detracts from what you're wanting to highlight and what you want, where you're wanting to take people into your world with. So you could have that, if you still wanted those things, you could put that in your about section. But this real estate here, I would say, should be for things like, as you've got here, your website. I know you've got a lead magnet and all of those sorts of things. You can really use the space to highlight that better. yeah, so you've already got, you have got the other businesses here in the about section, and you can talk a bit more about yourself here as well. Photos, videos, you can put in some reviews. Oh no, we're on your personal page. Sorry, no reviews. I'm confusing myself. And then, yeah, I can see you haven't been here for that long, but I mean, here you are talking about your business. This is a beautiful example of just, letting people know what you're up to. This gorgeous picture. Here's a picture of her family. So this is, where she's talking to people about what she does. But so I can see that Emma said, she hasn't been here for a while. And Emma, just, re-engaging is just simply that. It doesn't have to be fanfare. You don't have to go, oh, I'm sorry, I haven't been here. Just simply come back in, maybe start off with a few more personal things to get people back into your world. And a lot of your contacts will be your audience. I know we've discussed that already. You've got colleagues in here, and it's really important to let them know what you're doing so that you can connect with a wider audience. So my very first recommendation again is change your banner to actually highlight your coaching and what it is that you do. So I hope you found that useful. I would love for you to let us know what your biggest takeaway is and what you're going to commit to doing on that. So anyone else have any takeaways? Sorry, I'm just making sure I can see your comments. It goes off the other screen. All right, awesome. So we will go on to the next lovely lady, which is Deb. Deb, I absolutely love your banner. It's really Jodie's having fun and updating as we go. Good on you, Jodie. Always in action. Fantastic. Okay, so back to you, Deb. I absolutely love your banner. It's beautiful. It's got your brand image in there. I love, that we're sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we've moved on to business pages. This is obviously Deb's business page. I love that you put your name there, right? Because as we said, we're connecting with you. That's a lovely picture of you. Even bigger would be nice. I know sometimes too much in there. And if you've got a picture, I mean, with your glasses, we can still see your eyes, but if you've got one without the glasses, if you feel comfortable, that's also cool. Now, where I think you can maximize here as well is you've got your name there, but it's a bit hard to see, is to put something underneath here that helps us know who you are and what you do. Because that's something that's really missing from your page. Unless we've known you somewhere else, if I came straight to your page, I don't actually know quite what you do. It doesn't say on your banner, and it doesn't say anything here. So you've really, with your intro, I'd love to see you connect. I don't know if you've got a website somewhere, or if you have any freebies or lead magnets or anywhere else that, I mean, Deb, where do you generally connect with your audience? Do you have a Facebook group, or how do you connect with them? Did you want to just quickly type in the comments? So type that in the comments, and maybe we can talk about the type of things that you put here. No website. Okay, any other places, or is this your main place of people learning about your business? Right, and it's really okay not to have a business. It's just like we want people to know immediately what you do and how you can help them. Okay, so when you are in those groups, so Deb just says she's in groups, she's in networking, she's in words of mouth. So when people are coming to look at your page, they really need to know what you do. Are you a some kind of healer? Are you a coach? Who do you work for? Who do you work with? how do you help them? So really, I'd like to see that a little bit more about that here, because I think that we just don't know, it's beautiful, but there's a lot of investigating that people need to look at. If your location, I don't know if you see people online mostly, or if you've got a business offline, if that is relevant as something to highlight where you are, a holistic counselor or mentor. Okay, great, Deb. So, again, I'm not sure how to work with you and who you really do. So we've got the about section, which again doesn't really give all of those people. Okay, so you work at home, so I assume people come into your physical space, in which case it is good to have where you are based, because people might do a search on that. So then that is quite relevant. Let's have a look. The things you've put up are incredibly written, lived experience. Oh, and again, Deb, you can pin some of the posts here. So even if you haven't created them yet, you can create a post that you pin to the top that talks a little bit more about you, and those sorts of things. Oh, so nice that you've got a beautiful space in your home to see your clients. Okay, you're talking about a book. The other thing, Deb, is this is your business page, so feel free to have a call to action. Feel free to tell people, to invite people to book a session with you. You can get use specific things on what you help with. So, we're a little bit newish to each other's world, so I don't really know yet, what you do and the exact things that you help people with, but just say you do I'm going to be making it up, really. Tell me what you do, Deb. Is it more of a kind of coaching relationship, or is there some healing in there? Those sorts of things, so you could just say you help people get through a block of some sort. Then you could really talk about that specifically, and then invite them to book a session with you. So you can feel free to share and sell more on your page. Have a call to action to either join your services, or just to start the dialogue with your clients and get them to understand more about how you can specifically help them. Really, we need to get specific with our people. Mentions, oh, this is beautiful. People have thanked you. And again, make sure that you're happy with all of these mentions. Reviews. We've got 2 reviews. So this is a great way, Deb, where you can invite people in to do some reviews so that other people can see that live. So Deb works with women to find their self-worth with letting go of trauma and learning to set boundaries. That's beautiful, Deb. So, talk to us more about what that looks like. Let's bring people into that and what it can do for them, and then invite them in so we can really learn more about your genius. So, yeah, Deb, I hope that helps. And keep up the beautiful work. Is there any quick questions you have for me in there? I'm a boundary badass. Oh, Deb, we need boundary badasses. I know I can do some help with that. Anyway, so I really hope that you found that valuable. Okay, so we'll see that we'll see the next person. Yes, Bev was saying that it's hard. There's not much in the typing in the bio section. It is hard, which is why you've got to choose your words very carefully, and really just try and highlight who you are, what you're doing, for whom, so that people really get away. It's a process. It is tricky to go through that. and put the stuff up. That's why you've got to be very succinct with your words. So Deb, a beautiful page and a beautiful feel when we come to your page. I can feel your warmth and your softness, as well as, you know, you being that boundary badass. So it comes across beautifully. Okay, and next is Jody. Jody, you're making changes. How can you make changes before I see it? Hang on, why doesn't it? Let me get to Jody's profile. Go away. Okay. Oh, sorry, Jody, you're next. But I don't know why. All right, it's gone away. And Jody, the beautiful Jody. Okay. Jody, love your beautiful smile as always. Your banner. So there is a lot of text on your banner, Jody, and arguably nobody's going to read that much. So we really wanted to be more punchy. And now specifically, I know that you have a workshop that you are marketing so beautifully. Put that out there, you know, have your banner showcase your workshop and have a click here to join. Now you can't click from the actual banner, but if you say click here to join, when they click on your banner, a little section comes up on the side. I'm going to show you right over here, where you could actually write a little bit more about the workshop that you're doing and give them a direct link to go straight to the workshop. So it really highlights it and again makes it easy for them to sign up right away. So I would encourage you to do that specifically now, because you are in launch for your workshop. And yeah, love the pictures. So again, beautiful. Jody's got her name in here. You know exactly who she is and what she does. On your I help intro statement, arguably you can make that a lot more punchy. So for example, an idea is to maybe you could say that you're helping. I like to use the first person. So you could change that to maybe helping high income earners create their ideal future with simple, effective, and easy money management. And so can you see how that can change all these extra words to ensure and earn? Really what they want to do is create their ideal future. They want to do that easily, and they want to, and you're bringing that back to money management is the key for them. So that's how you can really highlight it for them. Again, with your page, you can say something about your website. I know you've got your website there. You don't need to highlight here where your business is, because the work that you do is global, particularly now that you left WA. So that takes up a lot of real estate that I think you could take off and just have it a lot more punchy about where you go. And believe that you've got a lead magnet that's not your presentation, so you could put that here as well, or put your presentation link, your workshop link in there as well. So I think that you can maximize that in those ways. Let's look at your about section. Yeah, pretty much the same. You can put more in here. Mention reviews. Have you got some reviews? No reviews, Jody. I have no doubt that you can get some more people to come in here. And it's a simple ask. I'm sure if you've got testimonials already, which I believe you would have, you've been in business a long time, just ask some people if they wouldn't mind going in there and just quickly putting up a review for you. It's just another way to help people get more acquainted and build a know, like, or trust factor. You've put some of your services in here, which is also great. And then, you know, a message business. I think that you can actually have a link to book straight away on the page. And that might be something that you would want to do. But yeah, I hope that, you know, your work is really powerful, and I hope that those suggestions have really helped you to think about how you can make it a little bit more potent. I mean, look at your feed. Your feed is great. You are so consistent. You use your stories well, beautiful call to actions. You know, so warm. There's Huddy in you. You know, and I guess this is a great thing also on how Jody has kind of brought her personal life into what she's selling. So she's got an example of her and her husband and how they're leading their dream life by, you know, sorting out their money management. So here you get to know her as a person as well. Not just her business, but yeah, Jody does the social media really beautifully. So Jody, I hope that helps. I'm sure that helps. And what are you going to commit to changing up on there? Jody says, amazing. Thanks as always. You are most welcome. I want a commitment from you on what you're going to be doing to make this page of yours even more impactful, because you really, yeah, get that banner up. You really do it beautifully. Who is next? Will it let me click? Oh. Sorry, guys. Trying to get to the next person. Alrighty, so any ahas while I'm faffing around trying to get to the next person, please do share in the comments. And Miranda is the beautiful next person. Miranda, if you are with us live, please let me know you're here. And I've just noticed that my laptop is about to run out of juice. So excuse me. You gotta love lives, right? It's like being on TV with a child. You never know what might happen. Okay, I'm back. For those, I don't know if you've seen the beautiful Miranda. She is wonderful at being here, there, and everywhere. So Miranda, you've really showcased your images beautifully. Hashani, I recognize somebody. And it's beautiful how you've used your banner. I would actually like to see this tell your story to be a little bit bigger, so that we're not just distracted with your beautiful photos, which I'm sure you showcase as you do in your feed. You know, talk about straight away so we can see a beautiful photo and we can see what you're all about. So this is beautiful. Tell your story, scroll stopping photography. It gives us an insight into who you are and how you work. But let's make that a little bit bigger and the pictures a little bit smaller, so that we can really get a sense right away of what you do and why you do it, how you do it differently. Over here, you do have yourself here in terms of a profile picture, but I'd love to see it down here, because it's, unless somebody knows you already, it's not automatically obvious that that's you, even though you do have your camera in there. So love your smile, love how you're looking at the camera. I mean, you know all of these things. You are the brand photographer. Bring that over here. And I would also put here Miranda Mel Photography, right? So if you put your full business name over here, because your name is in there already, so we know, oh, that's not you. I'm sorry. Sorry, I threw myself there. Right, so Miranda Mel Photography, because then in your name, again, if people are looking to searching for photography, or you could put photographer, but probably photography because it's your business name, then by Googling that, people can more easily find you. It will bring you up there as well. And Sandra says she realizes she doesn't have enough photos of herself on your business page. All right, well, we're going to get to your business page, but yeah, you know, it's, the photos really help people to just connect with you and know that you are the brand behind the business, essentially. Then in terms of what you say about yourself, now, I don't know if you've noticed, but you obviously have got more to say and it's been cut off. And here as well, I think that you could use your wording to be a little bit more powerful in what you say. So, for example, you could say that you're helping small business owners elevate their personal brand with photos that capture their essence. So I know that is what you talk about. And anyway, it's just an example, a suggestion of how you can change that around to make it a little bit more punchy and obvious that these are your strengths and what make you unique straight away. And I suppose the same, like this, you can put in links. So here you've got photographer. You could even do here photographer at, and maybe link, you've got a link to your website. What you don't have links to is your lead magnets. I know that you've got some beautiful lead magnets. So this is a place that I would suggest you have more of. You've got your reviews over here. So if you can tell us all how you got that down there, I think that's lovely, because usually we have to click through to the other reviews. If we look about your about page, it just tells us where you are. It's got some links. Again, you could put more links. You can write a little bit more in there. I don't know where you were mentioned on this. This is actually selling somebody else's business on your page, Miranda. This, of course, is you know, showcasing your business more. So sorry if I've missed it here, but oh, maybe you were the photographer. Anyway, you've got some gorgeous reviews. Love it, love it. And services. Now, Miranda really has made this beautiful, her service section. Can you see? So she's got the picture, which is visual and just more enticing. She's got exactly what it is that she's selling, how much it's for. So you know straight away exactly what you get and for how long. And then I guess you can message the business to book. So I don't know if you can put a buy now link from here, but I imagine that you actually could put that in your text maybe, and then link it to where you go. Oh, Miranda's with us. She credited the photo to me. Oh, okay, yes. So I did see your thing at the bottom. Okay, perfect. And welcome. Nice to know you with us. What else? Posts. I think Miranda's also great at being nice and consistent, talking about what she does. Here we know that she travels interstate for you. You can see her in action. Here she's giving something of herself personally that, you know, just gets you to know and like her a bit more. She's giving tips. So she's really showing beautifully her genius, her craft, and how she works, so that you can really get a sense of whether she's the kind of photographer you would love to be working with. So that's awesome, Miranda. I think you know, let's just make it a bit more punchy here and bring in some assets and as I said, showcase that this is you and your site. So I hope that helps. If you have any other questions, I've also written some notes. You know, you can use some, I know, points from other groups. You can bring in some of the things that you marketed elsewhere and put that on your profile as well. Because there was a bit of a gap. Anyway. The more consistent we are on our page, and I know it's not always easy to be consistent, the more our page will show up for others and the more Facebook will show to our page. So that's, you know, there's lots of things you can put up. I think we covered those before, tidbits, you know, we've kind of covered covered the sort of things that you can put on. Oh, when you got hit, yeah, for Miranda, had a little bit accident in the Derby. Fair enough, love. I hope you're well now. And again, Miranda, you can pin some of your posts over here. You could pin your freebie here. You could pin, you know, a little bit more about you, just so that you, if there's things that you want people to see straight away, pin them. Okay, I hope that helps. Oh, and Bev, yes, thank you for being with us. Watch the replay and let us know. Don't do a software update in the middle of my live. Let us know how you go, and come back in for that special promotion, because I would love to support you in really making your assets amazing. And Miranda's better, so that's amazing. Okay, and on to Hoshani. Right, I love this. Shani, your banner is beautiful. It immediately lets us know, just by looking at it, that you are an energy healer. Obviously, you do some sound healing. Your colors are there. It's really lovely. Your image is beautiful. Your smile is gorgeous. I would like to actually see you looking directly at me, at the audience. That is the only suggestion I would make, even though that is really a beautiful photo. Just by having one where you look at us directly will really brings that emotional connection between people. You've got your full name, you've got that you're an energy healer. So again, we know straight away who you are. We know that it's searchable as well. So if somebody's looking for that, your page will come up for them, which is great. Over here, you've got more space. So I would have a little bit of a think about what more you can do to show the power of you. So you're empowering us to do what? What do your clients want to be empowered to do? Are there any themes? You're shifting our energy, you know, just a little bit more meat there, I think, can make it a little bit more enticing if you let us know exactly who you are for. And then again, here you have got some links, but feel free to add a little bit more of text in front of them. I think that you do stuff in person and online. So if somebody's looking for an energy healer in Queensland, they'll come up with you. So that's great. You've got reviews, great, get some more in. You have used the featured section, so that's wonderful to let us know more about your events. But you could also put something featured in there to just tell us a little bit more about who you are as a person and how you like to work, so we can straight away get to know you better. As well as, it's great that you're highlighting, you know, your events, so we know where we can find you. But by putting in a feature of who you are, we have connected to you so that we know, yes, I do want to come to your event, and then they'll look at that second. Your about section, you could add some more text. Mentions here, that's how other people, I haven't seen that mentions here before today. You've got beautiful review services here as well. You've used that really nicely as well. By having your services in, we now know what you can do. I'm not sure why you want to ask for a price. Is it different for each person? If it's not, I encourage you to put in the price, put in like you have here, you know, just talk a little bit more about what each thing is. And then, you know, they can read it, they can go, yes, it sounds amazing. And you can say, you know, invite message here to book, or if it's possible to put it straight into your calendar to book, I encourage you to do that, to make it quick and easy for people to go from learning about you, from connecting with you, to booking, right? Some people do that very quickly. And so let's try and allow that for them to happen. And if it's easy, like Miranda, I mean, it's not, you know, it's not critical, but it was really beautiful how Miranda had those images. And you could potentially do that as well with crystals and things and bowls, things like that. But you know, from a technical perspective, if it's going to take a long time, don't worry, it's not necessary. But it's just an added sort of feel good, I guess. So further to that, let's look at some of the posts. So also, you know, you've been pretty consistent, which is wonderful. What I would encourage you to do is to do some call to actions. Have a discussion and a dialogue with people that come to your group. So even if the call to action could be asking them to engage, asking them how they loved, if they've tried sound healing, and if they did, what do they love about it? You know, something like that, that can get them talking about the services that you offer, and that enables you to also start dialogue with them. It enables other people who have had sound healing to say how amazing it was, and then people who've never heard of it before to learn. So it's a subtle way of educating people. And just, yeah, feel free to do some more selling. People are coming to your business page, they're coming to learn about you, and they may not click through to your services. So tell them more about how you can help them. You know, I mean, this post is lovely. We can see your beautiful face, and you're giving us a bit of an insight into you as the person. So I hope that has been useful, Harshani. If you have any questions, let me know. But yeah, just a few tricks and it can be even more potent for you. And remember on your personal profile to always be linking back here. Oh, just noticed the time, ladies. I think I've just got one more, and that is the beautiful Sandra. So Sandra is highlighting this is her business page for InSync Business Connections. So of course, Sandra, the first thing I'm going to say is, let's put your name up here. You are showcasing your business, but we want to connect with you as the leader of the business. Oh, you're welcome, Harshani. Yeah, so sorry, Sandra. Harshani, let us know what you're going to commit to doing to magnetize your presence. Sorry, back to Sandra. This is beautiful. Your banner is nice. It's clean. It tells you what you're doing. That's a lovely photo of you. It gives you ideas of all the things. So beautiful banner, beautiful picture. I'd like to see it a little bit bigger so that I can really see and connect with your eyes and you as a person. So business consultant, put your name. Let us know who you are. Now here in terms of real estate, ask the questions. I would put that lower down so that we can, you know, this is the space where you really want, you've got your 3 seconds, your 2 minutes, whatever it is, where people can come and really get a sense of who you are. And you've used this really nicely. I'd love to know if you've got an older version, you know, or of the business page, because you've been able to say a lot more than I think some other people. So helping small business owners become more visible and get more clients through collaborations, right? That's a great example of a quick about. You've got your lead magnet, your free trial, beautiful. I really would like to see this section higher up. Business consultant recruiter. I didn't see I click on that. Right, so I've clicked on the recruiter and it's just taken me to a million other people. So you want to keep us knowing what you do and who you are. So just be a bit mindful of that. I don't know if you can change the links here. Oh, there you are. So we've come back to you and I did business coach, but I'm also going to all these other people that I might need to look at. And I think that's a bit, you know, you want to keep people in your world. So I would try and get rid of those. And just, you know, decide if this is, or if everything should link back to InSync for this business page, then just make sure that that's all very much more focused there. I don't know if you can take out this suggests edits thing, your videos, you can showcase these further up. Oh, what is this your personal page or your business page? Because here it says you can add your business to Facebook. So Yeah, Sandra, I'm a bit confused there. Anyway, about, okay. Yeah, if you can put any of that stuff further up, but that's still good. I love that you've put events here because I know you do a lot of events through InSync. Oh, you've got the classic version. Yeah, it gets very confusing, Sandra, between the two versions. I know that I've made change. I think I might have moved over, and then there were other things that I wanted to be able to do that I can't do anymore. So Facebook is a bit funky with that. If anyone knows the ins and outs of how to change things in the background, jump into the group and help over there. Upcoming events. You've got loads of upcoming events on InSync. Showcase them, right? This is a great way for you to showcase. You've got the link to get there. Put it in there, and you know, arguably we can. Looks interesting. We can go straight to the event, and then we can book and link straight there. Now I know that you do talk about some of the events in your feed, but this is just another way to make it quicker and easier. I haven't seen groups in there. Services, your membership. Yeah, I think for you, it's really just about bringing up from the bottom to the top, putting in your events, putting in your name. So here you are on their podcast, but I don't see your, hey, your face. Anyway, congratulations for your first podcast. I love podcasts. I hope you had a lot of fun. With that, you know, here you're telling everybody, you've got your blogs, you're sharing your content, it's great. You know, you're spotlighting your members, so that's really lovely. And yeah, I mean, it's all about things you always remember to invite people into the group, so that's brilliant. Sandra, you did that really well, making sure you've always got a call to action and inviting people in. And just, yeah, sharing more. You know what, though, you could also talk a little bit about yourself as well, and your passion for InSync and why you've put it together and what people can expect from it, because that is essentially what you're showcasing here is your membership and your networking group. So that's something that you might want to pin at the top, a little bit about the group and the benefits of being part of the group and your passion for it and why you've created it. You could also pin the next event that you're doing so that people see that immediately if they don't have time or the inclination to keep scrolling. So let me just check if there's anything else. And then, yeah, also for your banner, I would add a click button to join for free, because I know that you have a 14-day trial. I know that people can join for free and stay for free. So it might be nice to just add that there so that there's a very quick and easy link to join straight away. Or you could have people join, and you could probably put both in the blurb here, the Facebook group that you run, as well as the InSync. That might be a way to sort of maximize that space for you. So there's not enough about you on the page. Yeah, you know, you're in your mission and stuff like that. So that's perfect. And I think, you know, it's pretty good, Sandra. Just a few little tweaks for some greater impact there. So yeah, I'll pick you out as well if you want to, for some accountability, share with us what your biggest ahas were or what you were going to action on that. Harshani says she's going to update her profile pic, add more featured posts, play with the services section, and start to put some more call to actions in. Amazing, Harshani. I look forward to seeing how that goes for you. And Sandra, you're most welcome. I'm glad that was helped with some value. So I'm just going to stop the share here very quickly and talk to you in person again. So I'd love to know if you have any special ahas that you would like to share with us. Please let me know, let us all know and learn together in the group. And now I would love to tell you about a special promotion that I have put together just for you guys as you share with me what you've learned the most. I'm quite passionate about helping you to, grow your business easily. And that's why it's so important to use your assets really well and to have them working for you. And I see so many gaps in people's profiles. A lot of the things that we discussed are missing. I really want to make sure that you have that magnetic presence that just makes all the efforts that you're already going online doing that much more powerful. So this offer is for you if you would appreciate some more in-depth and personalized hand-holding help to make sure that your profile and business pages are attracting your dream clients on repeat, making sure that they really understand who you are and that you are not subject to any dead ends once you've done all the hard work to let your clients and your audience connect with you. So it's a jam-packed offer. It includes a personalized review before the call. So I will make sure that I go in and look through whatever socials you have. There's a little questionnaire so that I can learn more about who you are and your business before we get together. And then we're going to have a 60-minute one-to-one session where we really discuss in detail the things you need to improve, how you can improve them, and I will help you to decide what should be on the page, how you can curate it, and I'll help you find those words, the really punchy words to put into the itsy bitsy teeny bio that they give you. So you will come away really confident with how to do that. I will also provide you with a recording of the session so that, I know that when we get into sessions, sometimes we can't write as fast as we talk and as we think. So a recording will really help you to go back, do your changes, press pause, think about the things that we have discussed, and you'll have that ongoing. And I will also add in 7 days of Voxer support to make sure that you don't get stuck in the implementation and that you actually do what we have said that you will. So I know also sometimes when we go in the implementation, then that's when we get stuck. So I've added that in for you. So there's really no excuses for you now not to have the most magnetic presence on your Facebook profiles. And I am offering this to all your beautiful women who are watching now on the live for just $222 Australian dollars. And I will pop the link in the comments for anybody who is ready to amplify their online presence and wants some really good hand-holding and personalization to make it your maximum impact. So we went on a lot longer than I anticipated, and I am so grateful for you all for being here with me and for joining in the discussions. It is always an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to be able to impart some wisdom and to help you just grow your businesses and bring in some aligned marketing. So thank you for being with me today. Before we go, please feel free to share any ahas, come back and watch the training again to help you personalize your own thing. So thank you for being here. Sandra's put up a few of the things that she's going to do, but I'll let you all go and have a wonderful day. Bye.